This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
Welcome back, everybody.
What's up?
Episode 27. Yay!
Of course,
the cake is a lie.
Not 27 consecutive.
Not
weeks,
27 consecutive.
but as well as we can for not being paid.
Yeah, shit happens. Get called into work for no reason whatsoever. Yeah,
Kids get sick.
kids get sick. You get sick.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Call of Duty comes out.
Yeah.
So, what are you, Titanfall? Been up to Titanfall? Playing this weekend, Titanfall.
Mostly Titanfall.
Really? You don't say
That's
Titanfall?
weird.
Wow.
I got the bastards. So the day that they send them all out, I waiting all day, checking my emails back and forth.
Yeah.
Or really just whenever I hear my phone go, ding, I'm like, oh my God, Titanfall. And it wasn't until about, I think I sent a Facebook message about maybe 4 or 5 o'clock.
Right.
I was like, Titanfall, here I come. And then I started reading through my message. They sent me an Xbox One beta key. I was like, fuck my life.
They did that to a lot of people.
But there was actually a really convenient, easy way, because I wasn't the first one. I wasn't obviously the first one, but I wasn't, still pretty soon in the process.
I mean, you got it first day. You got it day one.
And which is surprising.
I never even got one.
You just got the one that I sent you?
Yeah, they never emailed me.
Well, I guess they knew that you were going to get... Well, and plus, maybe once you got one, they stopped sending emails out.
I don't... It's possible, but...
Probably not. It wasn't that...
It's not that linked.
Yeah.
I mean...
But, it took about 2 hours. Then I got mine, the one for the PC. But they didn't even give me one. They just put it on my Origin account.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
And that's what they ended up doing Sunday. Sunday... So I never got an email. I just got, you were fortunate enough to
get two, I guess.
To get two.
Yeah.
And gave me your code. And a buddy of mine got his code Sunday morning, like 11 noon. And,
Isn't that when they opened it up?
No, they opened it up Sunday night.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant Sunday. In general.
So he gets it at like noon. He shows up to work at 5, and he rolls his phone over to me. And I'm like, yeah, sweet. And then like... 7, 8 o'clock, I'm out taking my break and I'm checking Twitter and I see the message that they opened it up on Xbox One, and I went inside and I'm just grinning and he's like, what? I was like, Titanfall beta went open on Xbox One. He lost it. It was
what
funny. No, he was laughing. He thought it was funny. He gut rolled.
PC is supposed to be tomorrow. Open tomorrow.
So maybe that was Saturday. The beta started Thursday or something, didn't it?
I don't know what day that was.
I want to say it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday, because Saturday night they opened it for Xbox One.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, everybody that requested a key for PC.
They started sending them out.
It got opened up to those people for PC. So everybody that requested one can go to their Origins account now, and in my games they'll see Titanfall, just like they did.
Before that point or whatever. Like, I don't think you can still do it.
No, you can't. Everybody that had registered by 5 p.m. Sunday or something.
That's right.
Basically was given access.
Yeah.
So they didn't open it like they did for the Xbox, but... And then because of all the problems they had, and we crashed the servers a couple times, they extended it a day.
That wasn't even like from the player base overdoing it. I think it was literally just like something happened that they don't know. Like, they had to contact Microsoft, who had the like, it was like multiple levels above just the game.
Right.
Like, I think they were just having server problems. Which, I mean, it could have been stability issues, but I don't think so. I mean, they've been using those servers for all the online games. It's not like it's a new thing. They've been doing it for 3 months.
Yeah.
This year or whatever the hell they're called.
Right.
Which, speaking of servers, I have a pretty decent latency. It's jumped. It's gone a little bit higher since it's opened up to more people.
Right.
When I first loaded in, it was like 67. I was like, what the hell?
Do you get the server option?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys do too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is...
Yeah, it caught me off
That's
guard.
probably the first time it's ever happened on Xbox.
Yeah, probably.
Actually being able to choose... I mean, they choose the best one for you.
Battlefield, you could always choose a server, but like you never knew where it was.
You just saw your ping.
You just saw your ping, you know.
Yeah, it's probably in Chicago.
Yeah, no, so I loaded it up for the first time, and I saw, you know, the thing down in the corner, and I pressed X, and it brought up, you know, a server list from East, Central, Mountain, Pacific, Europe, and a couple other. There's like 8 different servers or something. And, you know, the pings went from low to high. And my first assumption or reaction was, like, choose your server. So I went West Coast. I was like 112 millisecond ping. I'm normally, my Xbox tells me I'm like 105, commonly 102. So that's what I picked. And I had like 1 bar in my, you know, when I brought up the scoreboard. But the match wasn't all that laggy.
No,
but
I haven't really noticed any lag.
After that, I watch it when it loads up now, and it searches and gives me the East Coast server at 53 milliseconds.
That's really weird.
So, and I play that, and
No, I get the
I have full bar.
The Chicago one, I think, is what I get. My ping though is always the best to Chicago or that part of Canada, that area.
Right.
So, and it could be because Cable One for some reason. They run through North Dakota too. I think like sometimes like when I go to log in to Steam from a browser, it tells me I'm logging in North Dakota. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm 2 states away from North Dakota. Or a state, you know, Montana away from North Dakota, which Montana is not a very small state. So
sidebar, CenturyLink almost made me really happy today.
What happened?
Oh, I got a fucking flyer in the mail that said, you know, get blazing fast speeds up to 40 megabits per second. And I'm like, oh, is it available in my area now?
Not yet.
And I jump online and I search, and fucking 7.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's better than the 3 I had a year ago, so maybe in another year I'll get 20.
Yeah.
And then I can drop Cable One. I'll drop Cable One if I can get 20.
I'm not, to be honest, if I could get 1010, I would choose that over anything else.
Right.
Because I almost care about upload more than download at this point, because I'm not really downloading that much porn anymore. So, no, I mean...
I stream my porn.
No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Like, the only thing I download is games, and... you know, yes, they are getting bigger and bigger, so it's nice to have a fast internet speed. But I can always download it in the middle of the night. It's only going to take 4 or 5 hours.
How long did it take you to download the beta?
Dude, like almost no time at all. Because it's on the Source engine, and I have a bunch of other Source games downloaded, and it was taking pieces from my other games and putting them into my download. So it was 14.5 gigs on PC. It took like 45 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, it only took me about a half an hour on the one.
So
nice.
Well, yeah, your guys was half the size.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. It was like I looked over and it was at like 40%. I'd only been going for like 10 minutes. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, my internet's not that fast. But yeah. So what do you want to talk about with the game?
What game modes you been playing?
Mostly attrition. Only because the domination one or you know, ABC, whatever the hell they're calling it in this one,
Hardpoint.
It is just too fast. Like, they don't have it's not a high enough point threshold. Like, I feel like the games are really short.
Yeah, they're quick.
And I don't know. I really think they need to change where the points are, or just make Titans not so prevalent in that game mode, because some of the maps, like, they're the things inside the building. So if you have a Titan,
have to get out.
You have to get out your Titan, which is nice, but
I perform better outside of my Titan.
See, I did for a while there. I was doing follow mode with it, which is pretty fun. I still do it with like the nuclear blast on it,
right?
And which I'll talk about that later too. My setup right now is pretty beefy, but as soon as I got the 3-round burst with the 40mm strike cannon, it totally changed the game.
Really?
Oh my god, it's overpowered as shit.
Really?
Yeah, because you're 3-round bursting and it adds, I think, like 5 more, or maybe just 1 more ammunition, but it takes forever to go through the 40mm like full magazine anyways. You just go and that with the auto lock on missiles,
right?
It's just ridiculous because you can basically you start just hammering them, you know, like up on the upper shoulder in that spot, and then as soon as your thing locks on and you shoot, their shield's gone. and then you can just keep blasting them. And what's also nice about it is, you can start doing the absorption thing, and then still fire your missiles, and then launch that shit at them too. I don't know. It really upped my Titan on Titan kills a lot. And then if I get in the situation where, oh my god, I'm gonna die or something like that, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna close as I can and do it. And I have the extra, I have the auto shootout, so I don't die with the nuclear explosion. Nice. I've gotten so many Titan kills because I'm about to die, or they catch me when I've already killed maybe 1 or 2 other Titans, and I only have a sliver plus the energy bar, and I just get as close as I can, almost lock him in a corner, and then as soon as I jump out, my Titan stays there. They can't maneuver around it, and they just fucking die.
Nice.
It's pretty great.
I might have to switch to that and give it a try. I have to earn the 3-round burst though.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
See, I started with the quad rockets. And
I tried that.
I liked the damage, but
it's too unpredictable from decent range.
Right. And then I tried the 40mm grenades, and I was getting lit up. I couldn't even get a kill with my Titan.
I used the machine gun for the first while because it was the only way I felt like I could aim kind of well. But I'm also not. I mean, it's really about really getting a good rhythm with the single fire shot, because if you miss, it's like any other semi-auto gun that fires slowly. If you miss, it really the damage is something wrong.
Right. Twitch doesn't look like we're live. I'm just double checking. I just didn't want to hear us talking over ourselves.
And there we go. It was just
I got it. We're good.
Getting a rhythm down with the single shot is what my hardest part was with that gun. And then I finally did, and then I got the 3-round burst, and it's fucking amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I like I said, I started with the quad rockets, and I like the damage, but it takes forever to reload. And if you're trying to use your vortex shield, you can't reload. It's one or the other.
Oh yeah. That's the other reason why I like the strike cannon is because it's got a large magazine.
Right.
It takes a while to go through it, so
I like the rocket salvo over the missiles. I can't seem to get lock on.
Really?
Yeah. Like it'll lock on for a split second, and then I forget because I'm not using it regularly enough. And by the time I fire, I'm not locked on anymore, and I miss. But then I finally switched to the. I was getting killed a lot by Titans outside of it as a pilot with the chain gun. So I thought, I'm going to try that, and I'm just not going to worry. I'm not going to go searching for Titans when I'm a Titan.
Oh yeah.
If I come across one, so I switched to that, and I found that if I keep my range, if I keep my distance, I'll take out 2 or 3 Titans before they finally start coming after me. And you pretty much have a fucking laser gun with that chain gun. It doesn't spread.
Oh yeah. There's
it doesn't spread. You're not gonna miss. If you're aiming at it, you're gonna hit it. And
it's also better against pilots too.
It's also better against pilots. So that's been working really, really well for me.
No, I mean, if I was gonna have a specific domination style, I probably need to switch to the chain gun. But I also, whatever the unlock for it is, I don't have.
Right.
I don't know how good that is.
God, what are they?
Is it like a faster fire rate or something?
No,
or bigger magazine size?
One of them's extended mags, and the other one...
Well, that'd probably be the best one.
I can't remember what I want to say the other one was like a burst fire too, which reduced your damage or something ridiculous. So I haven't used it.
But and then be inside or be around the objective, but have it on follow mode or even on guard mode.
Yeah, my problem with Hardpoint is that if my team doesn't perform well as a whole, we don't win.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't,
like attrition. You can make up for 1 or 2 teammates.
Dude, I had a fucking
not pulling their weight.
Speaking of people not pulling their weight, I had a game where I had 87 attrition points.
Wow.
And we still fucking lost.
Yeah.
Because my team was so horrible.
During the alpha, Wicked Shrapnel was bitching about he had a game where he had 95 attrition points and they still lost.
God.
And then he posted a video yesterday. He had back-to-back 105 attrition point games. Like my highest, I think I got like 60. But
once I started getting a lot of Titan on Titan kills, but like there was a game, I think that was a game I didn't die, and I was in my Titan for I was in my first Titan for I don't know. I probably killed 3 or 4 Titans in it.
Wow.
Because I also have the increased movement speed, so I can get away really fast. Or when they absorb everything or lock on me, I can just go around a corner or something. But yeah, I mean, once the Titan, it's all about just surviving long enough to get enough points.
Right.
Also, it's tracking down where the pods are coming down with the 5 free kills that come out, and just sprinting across and just kill five bots at one time.
Right.
So that helps.
What do you think about the burn cards?
I think they'll be good for. I don't like the gun ones because they don't have a good. I like the
carbine.
Well, the reticle I like on it is the one that's on the unlockable one, the third one.
Oh, the AOG.
The Halo.
Right.
Which is
I just got that today.
has a little bit of a zoom in, which for the assault rifle one, I love it. Like as soon as I got to that one,
you too.
For some reason my kills skyrocketed up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because I like that kind of it's got the laser dot in the middle plus the other reticles, but I don't know. I really enjoy that reticle compared to the other ones, and they're more powerful guns, but that reticle isn't there, and I feel like I don't know.
I like that reticle too.
I wish it would keep the reticle I was using on the weapon I had equipped before I used the burn card.
Right. That
would be nice.
Yeah.
Then I would use them more.
Right.
The XP ones aren't really worth it because you get to 14 and whatever. The reduced time for Titans is a little bit weird to me, only because I think you can there's one card where you can just fucking have a Titan at the beginning of the game. Right. And that's a little bit wonky. I really think there should be a little bit of a time limit, regardless, no one can even start getting until 45 seconds in is the earliest you can get a Titan or something like that.
Well, I think those Titan burn cards are going to be few and far between. I think they're going to be harder to obtain.
Well, how you the burn card, it depends on how good you are with the Titan, because how your burn cards come from how you play the game. Right. So if you use a Titan a lot and get a lot of kills, then it'll give you more chances of getting reduced time of Titan. Yeah.
See, I've only gotten I got a Strider Titan card when I hit 14.
So that's the one that we can't get, right?
We see. Well, okay. So they give us the Atlas. The Atlas is the only one we can choose from. But I got a burn card. For the Strider. They gave me the Strider. I haven't seen an ogre yet. I think I got killed by an ogre. I really do. I think I did see one in a game, but I haven't seen a card for it yet. And we don't have those custom classes yet. So you get it, and if you don't get it frequently enough, you're kind of learning how to use it little by little.
Oh yeah, I mean they're the other ones are not quite as armored, so right.
Well, the ogres are super armored. The Striders aren't, but they're fast.
And probably high.
And then the Atlas is kind of right in the middle.
That's right.
I've also gotten a burn card for a explosive round sniper rifle.
Yeah, I got that one too. I haven't used it yet.
I used it.
It's probably really good versus Titans.
It might be, because I was trying to use it against pilots, and it was still the 2-hit kill.
Oh.
Which is frustrating.
Well, I think if you do,
yeah, I'm sure if I would have got a headshot, but I feel like if I'm shooting an explosive round, because they blow up. I mean, I feel like if I was shooting an explosive round and I hit a guy in the chest, he's gonna fucking die. But
I do love that there's a little bit of gore.
Yeah, a little bit.
Especially
I love when you fucking punch a pilot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's really good. I do not like the kick. That is probably the only thing in the game I dislike. That I feel like is a little too powerful for the ease of use because of the range on it. Yeah. If you're cloaked and there's an unlimited cloak card.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where you're entire until you die, you're cloaked the whole time. Wow. And you can still use a sprint if you have that as your ability. Wow. So you can be cloaked and be sprinting. So guys run around with the pistol or the shotgun, which shotgun's pretty powerful. Yeah. And they'll just see someone kick, see someone kick, see someone kick, see someone kick. You're like gun battle, and you kick me from 7 feet away because you're fucking kicking. It's a pretty, it's a pretty big arch in a kick. So I don't really like the kick as a melee. I do like the head the neck break. That's pretty freaking sweet. There was a slow-mo that I saw of someone doing it to, like, there was a chick pilot without a helmet on.
Oh.
And they fucking turned the head, and you're gonna hear the crack, and the eyes are rolling back into the head. I was like, whoa, that's because they slow-mo'd it.
Right.
I was like, whoa, that is fucking intense.
Nice.
Like, I don't know if that was just a bug or, some sort of
not.
a weird
They probably
ragdoll effect and the eyes are being weird, but
they probably put it in there. There's pretty good detail in there.
no, yeah, but it's the kick is the only thing that I'm playing, and I'm like, I don't actually like this at all. But everything else, I've grown to either play against it or gotten better at the game, so it doesn't affect me as much.
Right.
But the kicking, just like in Call of Duty, I don't really like when knives are more powerful than guns from 6 feet away.
Right.
I understand in point blank, you could,
Right.
in real life you could just stab someone in the neck, but
Right.
it's a fucking game.
Yeah. I also got a couple burn cards for the light machine gun.
Yeah, I have I actually just emptied out mine because I was full.
Yeah.
And I wasn't using any of the gun ones, so I basically just discarded most of my shit.
I wasn't using any of the pistol ones. And
I
I discarded all those.
I haven't gotten the pistol is really good without the upgrade. Like
I'm not talking smart pistol.
Oh,
I'm talking
you mean
secondary.
Oh, who gives a shit about those?
I got like 8 of them, and I'm like, I'm never gonna
The
use
only time
these.
I ever use my pistol is if I'm on a Titan cowboy style and I'm shooting and I'm reloading.
Yeah.
It's faster, obviously, to switch to a second. You just get the last little sliver of life before they kill you. That's about the only time I ever use my secondary, because I have extended mags on the assault rifle. Right. So if they're not dead, then I already died. Like, there's no.
I love rodeoing. I rodeo so much.
That's
how I get most of my kills.
I just started doing it
kills. I love it.
A lot. Whatever happens to me, I just fucking hop out, kill the guy, and hop back in. Like, I haven't really.
Well, see, and today I hopped on, and the guy, it warns you. But if you're in a Titan battle and somebody's rodeoing you, you kind of got to pick a lesser of two evils, or because you're gonna die regardless.
See, but I have the nuke.
Right.
So sometimes I'll bring the guy with me to the other Titan, and then just eject out and kill them both.
Well, it should kick him off too. If you eject, he ejects.
Well, I mean, like the Titan's about to explode. Right before it explodes, it ejects you, and then like it explodes before you even hit the apex of your jump.
I learned late yesterday. I learned that you can aim outside of when you're rodeoing. You can aim outside of the little kill box on the Titan you're trying to take down.
Well, because you can rodeo on your
you can rodeo on friendly Titans.
Yeah. I wish you could rodeo on your Titan. On your Titan on like a follow mode or something.
Right.
That would just be kind of fun to see if that would work.
Today I hopped on a Titan and rodeoed, and I caught on that if they're hopping out, the Titan's going to kneel. And so he kneeled, and I started looking around, and he jumped off, and I killed him. And the little voice over the headset, goes dominating. Yeah. And I took out the fucking Titan.
You just dominated
the Titan's just kneeling
Titan.
there. The Titan's not even moving because his pilot jumped out.
Yeah, and there's no shield.
He's dead. Yeah, it was good.
That's funny. I watched a video of a dude that was getting rodeoed. He hopped out of his Titan and jumped, and then kicked the guy off his Titan and then landed back in his Titan. I was like, that is some Battlefield shit right there. Like that guy probably jumps out of his chopper and shoots someone with a rocket launcher and then falls back into his chopper.
I've pulled off an eject to a rodeo once.
I don't know. I don't like to do that. I like to land on a building and then shoot him with the lock-on rocket.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't know. For some reason, it just helps out other Titans a lot. Because if their shield gets up, it just wipes out the shield, and the other Titan has an extreme advantage. Because then you can start getting the critical shots on the that part of the body.
Right.
Which is the other reason why I like the lock-on rockets, because it gets that shield down so fast that I can just start plowing on their back.
Right. Yeah. No, I like rodeoing.
So, is there anything you don't like about the game?
Is there anything I don't like about the game? Hit detection's good.
I think hit detection's really good, and I haven't really noticed any real latency problems.
I've noticed a couple matches where like one specific player will be lagging, and if you go and look in the scoreboard, he's the one with the lowest ping. But it's few and far between. You know, it's not consistent enough that it really overly bothers me. But I have seen
some kill cams. I'm not sure.
The kill cams. That's what I was thinking too. That's probably about the only thing I really don't like is, you know, I'll be shooting a guy from across the map with my carbine and you know, hit him with 4 or 5 different trigger pulls, and he won't drop. And then I'll get killed, and I'll see the kill cam, and the guy's like pop pop, and I'm dead.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times, but that was like one of the days they opened up the beta. I felt like it was just there's a little bit more stress, I think, than they were used to, or that
it might just be.
I haven't noticed it the last couple of days though, so that was really only like the first 2 days that I played.
There's been quite a few times where I've seen a kill cam of me getting killed, and I'm going, he didn't even hit me.
Like, what the hell?
But you know, that might just be. That doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't have anything to do with latency. It's just a recording or a re-rendering of a view.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you know, perfectly recorded gameplay from that character's view. You know, it's so.
No, yeah. It's I mean, and the spawn system seems pretty good. I haven't really I haven't spawned and then somebody spawns behind me and kills me like in Call of Duty Ghost.
No, unless they're using a respawn card, which it warns you.
Oh, does it warn the player?
It does warn the player. It'll say.
Well, that's good.
It'll say.
I forgot about that one.
It says something like rematch granted or something, and then it gives you the player name. So if you're hanging out in that same area, it warns you that somebody's coming for you. I used it once.
I had 2 at the same. Like I had 2 on my list at one time, and I used one. The guy was fucking sitting in the corner the first time.
Right.
So I used it. He was still fucking sitting in the corner and killed me again. And then I waited a couple seconds. Then I used it again, and he had moved a little bit, and I kicked him. But I was like, well, I guess it's only work against campers. Probably not the best use of my my respawn card, but.
I'm getting them, so that's one thing I'm not sure how I feel about is I'm getting burn cards so frequently that I don't like discarding them.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be something that we'll learn to do.
Right.
Also, we'll learn to use them more.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Because I'm to the point to where I'm making sure I use all 3 per match.
No, yeah, but I just started doing that like today, maybe last night, because I would forget that it even existed because no other game has had these before.
Right.
So, I also need to figure out if there's hotkeys for them for the PC. Is there hotkeys for them for the Xbox?
No, you can only use them during respawn time.
No, I mean, like, is there, other than going burn card, click 1? Like, I wonder if they'll implement a, you know, like.
No, when I'm watching my kill cam, I press Y, and then it asks me which one I want to pick, and I pick one. There's only 3 there. It's not like, you know. And then I press A and I spawn. I don't have to watch the whole kill cam.
Also, well, at the beginning, I don't know if it's just the beginning of the match.
Outside of the battle, so it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's not like you're wasting valuable time.
I have fucking 100 keys on my keyboard. I'd like to utilize them if I could.
Right. Yeah.
I only use 1 through 3, and then the WASD jump and shift and
which is it?
You know, I don't. There's a lot of keys, so I could, 5 was first burn card, 6 was second burn card, and 7 was third burn card. Yeah, sure. I would enjoy that.
Sure. I suppose I don't see why they couldn't. I mean, you could have X, Y, and B for Xbox because A is spawn, so
or the fucking analog.
Yeah, that's
which is what which is what a lot of the specialty things are used for the extra keybinds on consoles.
See, down is calling. Yeah, but.
Are they already used?
Yeah, well, they're used during gameplay, but they're not used during kill cam.
Kill cam, yeah.
I mean, the only thing used during kill cam is A and Y.
Yeah.
So, there's really no reason why they couldn't, because during gameplay, down is calling your Titan, left is damage core, up is eject. Up is it's not eject. Eject is pressing X frantically.
That's why I use the auto eject thing, because I hate.
I do use auto eject, but I was using something else other than auto eject for a little bit, and then if you want to exit your Titan like while somebody's rotoing you, or if you just want to exit, you have to hold X.
Yeah.
And when you're a pilot, left is your anti-Titan weapon. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but no. Oh, I mean, I'm really excited for it. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I was talking to my wife about it. I was I'll go there right now. I was looking at GameStop's website, and I was curious what all was in the collector's edition, which I already knew, but I wanted to double check and take a closer look at it. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm rotating the giant 18-inch Titan, and
that's so fucking cool.
It's so beautiful. And I scroll down, and then I come across this little thing, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. My wife's like, what? I was like, I want...
It has LED lights?
It has LED lights.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
I want. And my wife's like, okay. And I'm like, they're $250. You know? And she starts looking at Amazon like...
Well, she's going to find it cheaper for you.
Like, she's going to find it cheaper for me. I'm like, it's pre-order, you know? And I think they're already I think they're sold out on Amazon because they told they're not available.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure GameStop has a lot.
I was telling her about the game, you know, and I was like, did I show you anything on it? And she's like, didn't you already? And I'm like, no, I haven't. Because she doesn't care at all. Yeah, she does not care. But, you know, she'll sit and watch something. Like, I made her watch the Evolve trailer.
Oh, remind me to say something about my wife after you're done.
So I'm talking about Titanfall, you know, and like I've been playing the beta all weekend, you know, and it's really good, and I'm really excited for it. And I said it's like a drug dealer giving an addict just a taste. Oh
yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I think I've played for 7 hours is what it says in there for gameplay.
Oh, I haven't looked at that lately.
So I have been playing for 2 days. My wife goes, "What are you playing?" I said, "Titanfall." She's like, "Oh, I didn't realize what you were playing." It's like, yeah, remember I got the beta 2 days ago? Like, I couldn't play it though because you wouldn't let me. It was Valentine's Day.
Oh, right.
Right. I mean, no, actually, I could have played. I had about 45 minutes to play, and that's when the servers were down. And then we went to dinner, and then we went to bed.
Right.
And yeah. It's just funny that I've been playing it like my computer is where a kitchen table normally would be in a living room, and that the kitchen table is in the living room because we have a baby, and so she fucking walks by me playing it all the time into the kitchen, like just keeps walking, you know, and playing it. You can see that I'm playing something different.
Right.
That's how much shit she gives about what I play. She doesn't even look at the computer monitor to see that it's something different.
I'll show my wife a trailer for some, you know, whatever the next big shooter is, and she looks at it and she goes, "That looks like all the other ones." I'm like, "No, it doesn't.
It's way
like,
different.
These guys look like this, and the fucking
it has
this is this,
6 different guns.
Like,
it's obviously different." No, Titanfall is significantly different.
Titanfall is significantly different. If she's up when I get home, I'll be like, "Okay, watch me play 1 10-minute match of Titanfall.
Just watch me call in a Titan, and then tell me you don't cream yourself." Like, I thought maybe I'd get bored of that situation, you know, of the looking up. I get hard every time. I've done it 300 times.
300? I've only done it 79.
I don't know, probably only 79 times. I don't really know.
No, I played. I didn't play until after I got off work the night you sent me the key. So I played for. I played the tutorial took like half an hour.
Yeah, it was pretty good though. I enjoyed it.
It was, I enjoyed it too, and I was glad it was
informative.
There. I was glad it was there because
I was more concerned about the Titan abilities than everything else, or getting used to using it, and at least knowing there was abilities.
I was happy that traditional, you know, mechanics for your pilot it's pretty much Call of Duty.
It's probably the same.
A little bit of Call of Duty, a little bit of Halo.
Yeah, and a little bit of Battlefield with vehicles.
Right.
But I guess there's vehicles in Halo, but there wasn't really.
Right.
I feel like the vehicle's a little bit more modern.
You know, the controls.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with the jetpack, which is just double jumping.
Double jump.
But,
you know, aiming, firing, all that's the same. Grenades are the same. Duck is the same. Melee is the same. It's
Well, yeah, but
typical controls.
But they've all been pretty standardized for a while.
Right.
Hence why I haven't been able to play GoldenEye for 10 years.
So, yeah. So no, I'm excited. I like it. I enjoy the hell out of it. I want to buy the collector's edition. I want to buy the controller. I want to buy the, special strategy guide, which would fucking cost me $350 if I bought all.
Did you see the controller?
I have seen fuck. Thank you. I did see the controller. Did you see the article that Respawn has been working with Microsoft to update the controllers for the Xbox One?
You mean like the input lag?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Making it more streamlined.
Yeah. Well, so they're making, Respawn's making Titanfall, and they're playing with it, and they're running. They've got calculators going. How long it takes this. You do this, and then this happens. And so they found out there's a little bit of input lag with the triggers. Nothing super significant, but it's not like I'm sitting there going, "Why won't it fire?"
Yeah.
But
enough to where it was noticeable by them.
It's fascinating to me that so the Titanfall controllers that come out are already going to have new software.
Oh, that's right.
That makes them better than my current controller. However, Microsoft will patch my controller.
Yeah, through the system.
Through the system.
Yeah.
That never happened in 360.
Well, I don't know if they had the capabilities.
I don't know that they did either, but that's fascinating to me. That so Respawn says, "Hey, here's a problem with your shit. Here's how you fix it."
That shit that you released about 6 months too early.
Right.
There's a problem with your controller. We fixed it for you.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that they're gonna make my controller better.
To be honest, this might be. Depending, obviously it hasn't released yet, and we'll see. This game might be fucking so hyped that the servers still crash, right. Even though they're really prepared for it.
Right.
But this might be the best beta I've ever been involved in.
Yeah.
And I've been involved in quite a few betas.
I've played a couple of the Battlefield betas. I played some Halo betas.
I was in like 3 World of Warcraft ones, Diablo, StarCraft, Torchlight, a lot of other games, but not really a lot of. I think if I was in any first-person shooter games, but just the fact that like the game itself feels. It's done.
Right.
It's really not even a beta, but
no.
More of a infrastructure beta maybe.
Right.
But yeah, other than the initial time I couldn't log on, I've been able to play as freely as I want and not really felt weird.
I had some issues when my friends finally got the beta when it opened up. I sent them invites and they could not join me. And then they went in and they sent me an invite and I was able to join them just fine.
I wonder if your NAT was strict or something.
No,
weird.
my NAT's open. I got a buddy whose NAT is permanently moderate. He cannot change it.
Dude, mine's permanent. Like I've been trying for years to get Call of Duty to have mine be open.
Right.
Cannot do it.
Huh.
And I've even used I'm using different internet providers, different routers, and a fucking different computer. Like literally I rebuilt one 2 years ago.
Wow.
Or last year.
Yeah.
Around this time. So I don't know.
No, mine's I don't have a problem with it.
I can't get it open, and I've tried everything.
And that might just be some of the Xbox infrastructure because we have similar problems when we're trying to play Call of Duty.
I guess I should say only Call of Duty. I can't open up in Call of Duty. I'm fine everywhere else.
Right. Really?
Yes, I don't know if it's just the port over, which
totally
is probably what it is, but
retarded to crap you.
I'm retarded.
I can't. What else was I gonna fucking say? Oh, so fucking. I still have my 360.
Yeah.
I play with my kids. Only time I play my 360. We play
like Black Ops 2 or something?
Extinction. Yeah, Extinction on Ghost.
Oh, okay.
Like, what the fuck's it called? We play Extinction on Ghost. And so that's the only time I play my 360 more. And going from multiplayer on the Xbox One to Extinction on 360, I don't really notice any difference. It doesn't really handle differently. It doesn't look different. the controller, I'm starting to feel the difference in the controllers. The thumbsticks are,
yeah.
wider
Yeah,
on the
I bet.
360, and I'm getting super used to my Xbox One controller now. So then I go to the 360, and I'm like, God, these things are fucking huge. But every once in a while, I think maybe a month or so ago. No, it was a couple weeks ago. My boss was online, or I thought it was my boss. It turned out to be one of his kids. And I jumped into a match with him, and I was like, God, this looks like crap. This looks like dog poo. It's all blurry, and the colors are all faded and washed out.
Well, it's probably 480p upscaled to 720p.
Fuck.
Upscaled to 1080p.
Well, we know it's upscaled to 1080p.
I'm just kidding.
Anyways, I did it again today, and I was just like, I'm watching it, and the input lag and the hit detection and everything just fucking sucks. And I'm like, I'm getting frustrated. And I'm trying not to cuss because I'm playing with my kid, but I do here and there anyways. And I was like, God, this plays so much better on the Xbox One. This plays so much better on my One. And then fucking migrating host. And I'm like, and that never fucking happens.
Not anymore. Not with dedicated servers.
Oh, I've not migrated host once on the Xbox One, and I love it.
Well, I'd hope not. You'd be like migrating to like a different server. That'd be weird and probably not possible.
It's a hybrid server thing on the 360 too, but I don't understand why I always get thrown into peer servers.
Yeah.
You know, my connection should be good enough that I should. Maybe that's why I get thrown into peer servers, because I have a good connection. Maybe it's throwing the ladder of the connectors. Maybe it's throwing everybody with hamster wheel internet into the fucking dedicated servers. I don't know. But fucking God, yeah. I don't even like. I almost rage quit. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And then we played one more, and he had a friend show up, and I'm like, yes, I don't have to play anymore. So the art book for Titanfall was not released, but given out to news stations.
Yeah, PC Gamer.
PC Gamer and IGN and all, and GameSpot got it today, and got a chance to look through it.
It's got some beastie monsters.
There's some beastie monsters in there, and apparently they're gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, I think I was reading there that it will be. There's some that will not mess with you unless you mess with them.
Right.
And then there's some that will be fucking aggressive and chase you.
If you look at them, they fucking attack you.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. My number one question is, if one's fucking with you and you kill it, do you get points?
I feel like you should.
You should, right?
Yeah. Because wasting your bullets.
If they're killable, you should get some sort of XP or points
if they can kill you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it, like, chasing you, but, like, doesn't really do anything or whatever, but, like, you can just melee it and it dies.
Right.
But some of those look pretty big.
Yeah, this giant hornet-looking moth thing.
And then the
behemoth.
The thing from Hoth.
Right.
Or whatever planet that is in Star Wars. It looks,
yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, that picture makes it look like it's fucking, like, 200 feet tall.
Right. That looks like the fucking things from Final Fantasy 13. What were those fucking things? Did you play that?
No.
Oh,
remember we talked last week. I haven't played anything since 10.
Really?
No, yeah. I'm not really into RPG. I'm not really into single player games anymore.
Oh, today I found myself craving a good story game. But I just played Rise, and Rise was a good story game. I guess I played that back in November when the 1 came out, but I find myself craving a game with a good narrative,
Yeah.
Because I play competitive shooters 99% of my time.
The only single player part of games that I play once, unless it's a key part of the game, is like Blizzard games. I love their storytelling. Right. Like, I love the StarCraft universe.
Yeah, Diablo.
I love Diablo. 3. Diablo 3 storyline was fun. So that's about the only ones I play. But the storyline is either a means to an end or just like I just love StarCraft, so it's easy for me to get through that because there's not a lot of a big difference between the single player and the multiplayer when it comes to like how you play. So yeah,
right.
You see these?
I saw some different stuff on them, but
looks like there's more pictures.
Yeah, there should be.
I only saw that one.
Well, there's some alien toys. What's that? Appleseed. We just get the one Titan picture?
I guess.
Hawkman.
Joker.
Harley. It's a beefy looking Harley.
I think it's just the gear she's wearing, I guess.
All right.
She might be the only insane person I would have sex with if she was real.
I know, right?
Yeah, those are very well made.
Oh yeah, and they cost an arm and a fucking leg, too.
I'm sure they're what $1,000 for like the smallest ones, and probably
a couple hundred.
You think so for the bigger ones?
This Titan's probably $199.
No, I guess I just figured they were more than that.
No, I'll bet you. I mean, they're still a pretty penny, but you know, some of the colored ones. What was that big one we saw at the end there? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Like this guy here in the middle, he might be kind of spendy.
Well, yeah, but those guys aren't that big. I guess they're close-ups. I think I was thinking they were bigger than they were. They're not the ones that are like at the headquarters studio that's 7 feet tall.
Right. Yeah. For those of you that can't see, we were talking about action figures, Titanfall and Appleseed Ex Machina.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was more
DC
pictures
Comics.
than that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw a couple things about some action figures and some statues for Titanfall stuff, but
I don't know. I
want that collector's edition.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Statue.
I was kind of hoping the beta would suck so that I wouldn't feel the overwhelming urge to spend $350. You know, every year for like the last 2 or 3 years, there's been a decent game with a decent collector's edition come out right around my birthday that I've been able to convince my wife into letting me buy as a birthday present.
Yeah.
You know, a couple years ago it was Mortal Kombat, and I got the collector's edition with the Scorpion and Sub-Zero bookends, the spear going through them. Last year it was Injustice, and I got the controller.
The fight stick.
The fight stick. And then this year...
Speaking of fight sticks, I forgot to...
Speaking of fight sticks.
I finished my fight stick finally.
You did finish your fight stick.
I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of fucked up the paint a little bit, but new buttons, Samurai buttons, and that kind of stuff. So
nice and quiet.
I
Does it play well? You had much chance to play with it?
I played 2 games with it, but I got Titanfall beta, so no. Girlfriend's or wife's Valentine's Day, and then tomorrow's her birthday. So I've had a pretty busy week. And then Titanfall, of course, was most of my free time.
I needed a clean house yesterday, and I tweeted for the first time in ever, and I'm like, must clean house, must clean, prepare for Titanfall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I can do it, but I did it. I cleaned house, now I can play games all week. Clan Wars tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Forget stuff that's not on the docket that I wanted to mention.
Clan Wars tomorrow. Actually, I'm probably just going to play Titanfall, but maybe...
Well, Titanfall ends at 6.
Why? Yeah.
So 6 p.m. tomorrow is your last chance to play Titanfall.
I thought they were extending... Oh, that is the extended date.
It is the extended date. It was going to end today.
God, I'm going to probably go on a killing spree.
And then you won't be able to play it for almost another month. Not quite.
Actually, I tweeted it out, but there was a special on Green Man Gaming. I got it for like 20% off. I got it for like $42.
You blow.
Yeah. So for digital copy, but I don't think I bought in the. Even when you buy CDs, you just download it from Steam, anyways.
Right.
Let's see. I think that was the only real thing that I saw for Delios, I guess.
Yeah.
So this was super surprising news to me.
Yeah.
Move on to stuff.
Yeah, we should move on to some. We talked about Titanfall for close to 50 minutes.
I said 45 minutes.
Yeah, you did. You were pretty close. We threw in some other stuff in there. So, but actually on to some general news, which we don't have much, so bear with us. Irrational Games shut down today.
Yeah.
Ken Levine wants to go on to other things.
Yeah, I think he was saying he just wants to do other types of games.
He wants to do more personal, narrative heavy.
I think he wants to not have that fucking pressure.
I don't know.
They had a lot of pressure for BioShock Infinite, and they spent a lot of money.
They had a lot of problems with it. And the DLC has been hit and miss. The first one they released, was all right, but it wasn't what everybody was waiting for. Burial at Sea is what everyone was waiting for, and they decided they were going to release it in 2 parts. And the first part had almost no action in it. There was no fighting, and then the second part's going to be the action heavy end of it, and I think that probably fucked them.
I don't like which I actually bet Respawn doesn't do the current thing people are doing with their DLCs and just spreading them out and milking the money from it. I don't see them doing that from their attitudes, but spinning it out in the 2, it's not a fucking movie. Like, yeah, my attention's gonna be there the whole time. Like, that shouldn't be the issue.
Right.
The only reason you should ever have something split up into more than one part is if it's literally an expansion. Like, it's a whole nother game.
Right.
Continuing the storyline. I really don't like it when they split things into 2 when it's unnecessary, other than just more money.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially since the first DLC for Infinite was almost no action too, right?
Was it? I didn't play any of it. Well, so
I remember we were talking about it because I remember it came out and they were talking about the next one.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it was so shitty they didn't even want to talk about it when it was coming out. And it was almost no action. It was almost all storyline. And
see, that's what Burial at Sea is supposed to be. I don't even remember what the first actual DLC for it was.
I don't either. It was so pushed under the rug that I don't even remember.
They're like, oh, hey, we released some DLC today, but the one you're really waiting for, the one that's actually gonna advance the story a little more.
That's the next one.
Out in 6 months,
and then we're actually going to release it in 2 parts. And the first part's going to be almost no action, and the second part is going to be really fun. So, in about 8 months from now, you're going to have a great DLC.
Yeah, it might even have been longer than that. Who knows?
I feel like
I don't know.
Although I don't know if those poor decisions are going to follow through to his next ventures. And they might not even been his ideas or his choices. Maybe that's why they got shut down.
Although it's his studio.
Yeah, well, are they not partnered with anyone?
I think they were partnered. They might have been partnered with 2K because he's going to do stuff for 2K now. He's still going to be working with them, but it was his choice to shut down the studio.
Yeah, that's weird.
And you would think that fire all but 15 people.
See, that makes even less sense to me.
I don't know. Yeah,
because if he has no like, what's the point? Why don't you just make the game you want to make? You can still fire people,
right?
If you don't like what they're doing, there's nothing, no one can stop you from doing that.
Yeah.
Unless legally he couldn't fire that many people without closing the company down, without paying some sort of a penalty or something.
Right. I have no idea. I don't know. It was surprising news though.
Yes, I mean,
no more
kind of at a left field.
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't see it coming.
No, I didn't see it. Nobody saw it coming.
Yeah.
But I guess. Yeah, that kind of means no more BioShock, doesn't it?
Well, it's done.
I mean, it's done. Yeah.
I mean, it should have been done anyways. I don't know why you want more than 3 of those. I feel like 2 was probably enough, but...
Well, 2 wasn't even done by Irrational. 2 was 2K Games.
Oh, that's right.
So it wasn't even a true sequel. But...
Yeah, well...
Anyways...
Moving on to another dead game.
Another dead game. If you wanted to capitalize on the Flappy Bird fiasco and create a little clone of a game and put it up on Google and Apple, you're kind of shit out of luck now because a bunch of people were ahead of you and they fucked it for everybody. I suppose they didn't fuck it for everybody. I'm sure they weren't any good, but a clone's a clone. Apple and Google said enough.
Oh wow, I am extra tired tonight. Apparently,
that's right, we're almost done.
I don't know. I'm not really very tired. That's what I don't understand. I started a new diet-ish thing, so I guess I'm getting tired early. Yeah, I don't know why people would think that this would be okay. Just because the game is taken down does not mean he doesn't own intellectual property.
Right, and I found a different article. I must have found it on IGN. That actually had pictures of the other cloned games, and none of them had the word Flappy in the title. But there was floppy fish and
Flish the floppity flappity.
Other shit. I'm gonna try to find it real quick, but
it doesn't matter. The name doesn't have to be that exact for it to be infringing on intellectual property, but
right.
Which, like we all mentioned, that the Flappy Bird itself was probably infringing on an IP for Mario Brothers. Mario. I never understood. I love the pronunciation of that word. Sometimes people do. Mario.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find it, but yeah. So no more clones.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, no, you wanted them so bad.
Let's
right?
see.
What's this one?
Just that PS4 is sold.
Oh yeah, PS4 sold
5.4
million, and a third of Xbox One owners bought Forza 5.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So
PS4 outsold the Xbox in January.
Yeah, and it's just up in general on...
Yeah, it's up in general.
I think it sold like maybe 20% more. I saw an article I was reading. I don't know if that was what I saw. It was like 18 or 20% more PS4s have been sold than Xbox Ones. But to be honest, I don't know what happened in the UK, but PS4 really exploded there comparatively to previous year. Just been the Xbox that was really popular in the UK. So I think that's where the market share change happened.
Right. I'm really curious to see how things. It's tax season now. A lot of my friends are talking about getting Xbox Ones when they get their taxes and
it's
Titanfall. So I'm very curious to see.
It's not like they're not everywhere. Like it's easy to buy one.
Yeah.
Now. So
I keep telling. I'm trying to talk my boss into buying one. He's a player.
My wife
and
almost got me one for Valentine's Day, but she got me a new grill instead. So I can't really complain either way because I got something awesome, and they're about the same price. But
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to convince my boss to buy one. I'm like, they're in stock at Walmart. Go over there when you get off work.
I actually, the only reason why I want to buy a PS4, it's not even to play it right now, probably. It's to buy it, get PlayStation Network so that I can download all the games for free.
Right.
And then when I eventually get the hookup for mouse and keyboard for my PS4, then I have a fucking library of games to play.
Right. New trailer came out for The Order 1886. Yesterday.
I did see that there was a trailer, but
I didn't realize that was going to be a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, that's a PlayStation exclusive. So that actually made me a little bit sad because I was looking forward to checking that one out. But now I can't because I don't have a PS4 and I don't plan on buying one.
Oh, I forgot to put it on there. It was earlier in the week. I meant to put it on there though. The voice actor for Halo 5 the voice actor for Master Chief in general was saying that he confirmed that there's going to be the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition at the end of the year.
Oh, super.
And that Halo 5 is not going to be done by the end of the year, yes.
Oh, really?
No. I mean, I have someone I could ask, but I'd rather not put him in that position, so I'm not going to. But that's interesting because they were really shooting for an end of 2014 release, and I've seen so this is the third thing that I've seen of leaked information or someone that is close to it saying that it's not going to be in 2014.
I caught a article. One of the people I follow on Twitter that does stuff similar to what we do here. They've got a little website and. I forget what they're called now. But anyways, they got a hold of the voice actor, the guy that voiced Isaac Clarke in the Dead Space series.
Oh, cool.
And had a little sit-down interview with him. And, at the end of the interview, they're like, so what can you tell us about Dead Space 4? And he's like, he made a kind of a snide little grin or, legally I can't tell you anything or legally I know nothing or something like that, kind of rolling his eyes. So... sounds like that's probably in the works if you read between the lines there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it is. It's got to be.
There's always that response where if it isn't being made, it's pretty clear. It's like, no, that's not being made.
Right. But if there's something in the works,
it's really if you're not a professional. I mean, he's a professional actor or whatever,
Right.
voice actor, but I guess I didn't mean to say it like that. But when you're not a coached, like high profile professional person,
Right.
and coached how to communicate, not, like always sounding the same, not having a poker face kind of thing.
Right.
That I mean, we all have our tells if we're normal people, and
Right.
it's hard when you're excited about something to not smile or
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've been wondering that for a little bit. Of course,
I
it
still
hasn't
need to
been that long
I
since.
still need to play Dead Space 3.
So good.
Well, I got it for free from the SimCity fiasco,
Oh, right.
but I just haven't downloaded it because I fucking hate Origins. Well,
Three's good. Three's
No, I heard it was really good.
It's good.
So I definitely want to play it, and because I played 1, and I haven't finished 2 yet either. I have 2.
yeah?
I got
Two's good.
other stuff came out, and I just haven't got back into it.
I like the end of 2. 2's they're also good, but they're good for different reasons, which I really like.
Yeah, they're definitely 1
it's
and
my
2 are
favorite
definitely
franchise.
way different.
It's my they are, and it's my favorite game franchise by far. 1, I love the sound design.
Yeah, they do a really good job.
The sound design was fantastic
The sound
in
design is
1,
great.
and the jump scares were perfect and well done. You go down a dark hallway, and there's nothing there. You end up at the end, a dead end hallway. And you turn around, all of a sudden you have a necromorph standing right in your face, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" Start firing. And there wasn't much jump scares in 2.
No, that was more of a 1 thing.
Yeah, that was a Dead Space 1 thing. Dead Space 2, it was, you got some better weapons, and you got to experiment with some of those, and you had to deal with groups of enemies now. And it had a much more in-depth story.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we got to see and hear Isaac for the first time. Oh no, I guess we got to see him in 1, but he never talked in 1. And then 3, went deeper into that story, and you got a crazy Isaac who's losing his mind, and they brought back some of the jump scares, which was nice. So yeah, I love that franchise. I would play probably fucking 20 of them.
The one thing that drives me nuts about in 1 when he wouldn't talk, it reminds me a lot of like Half-Life, where it's like you're having conversations with people, but it's really one-sided.
Right.
It really messes me up a little bit, and so it like not like psychologically,
It's
just
very,
it's almost frustrating. Like
It's very reminiscent of BioShock. Would you kindly?
yeah,
Isaac, go do this. Oh, no, Isaac, you got to go do that. Isaac, go do this, and he just goes and does it. So yeah.
I think that's.
So how do you want to boost your WoW character to level 90 for $60?
Well,
Pay to win. Pay to win.
No, it's not pay to win. You can't actually buy.
Is that not pay to win?
You can't buy gear.
Oh.
I understand what you're saying, but if you ever want to re-roll or fucking play something else, God, it just takes forever, and it really, I don't know, like $60 is pretty steep. That should not be the cost for this. I'm thinking 20, maybe 25, 60 is the whole game. That's literally another copy of the game.
Yeah.
You could pay a Chinese farmer cheaper to level your character than $60, probably.
How long would it take?
To level a character to 90?
Yeah.
I haven't done 90, but 85 was the highest I went, I think. Yeah, 85. And that took me... I don't have to go back in my character really to see.
Months? Weeks?
Oh, no. I mean, we're talking...
A year?
Under a day when it comes to a 24-hour day of time. Probably... I could probably do it, but I've been playing the game for fucking since it came out.
Right.
I could probably level a character to 85 or 90 in, I don't know, 18 hours.
Really?
Probably.
So probably
and that's no
days of
that's
gameplay.
no bullshit.
2 solid days of gameplay.
Yeah, when I was younger. Yeah, that'd be like
Right.
3 months now.
Right.
I've been playing Titanfall a week, and apparently I only played for 6 hours.
Right.
But that's also I think this is like Call of Duty. Like, how much of that is sitting in a lobby? None of it, because it only
Right.
counts gameplay. But it's more the fact where, yeah. But if they keep raising the level, eventually it's the beginner that takes 3 months of actual playing all the time to get to 90 because they have no idea what they're doing.
Right.
Because everyone that was a hardcore player doesn't play anymore because they alienated us already just from the gameplay in general. But there's a lot of kids that are becoming of age and maybe want to start playing it, or parents are allowing them to play it, and it's just it just takes forever. We don't know what you're doing.
Right.
I mean, they did streamline the 0 to 60 process a couple expansions ago because that was the gayest part. Because you're playing a game that's 6 years old at that point. You're not even playing any of the new stuff,
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, I heard when they were doing this. I heard about it a couple months ago, but $60 is a little too much. That's steep. I don't know if I would pay that for even to re-roll or do something else. But what can you do?
Yeah, I hear you. It's I don't think 60's too steep. I think if it was 20, 25, a lot of people would probably do it. And it kind of takes a lot away from the game.
That's definitely
But
true.
you put a price tag of 60 on it, which like you said is a full price game. It's
maybe 35. I don't know.
Going to be not as many people are going to do it, so it's not going to be
It's
as
hard for me to pay
relevant.
$60 for a full game, let alone a level of character to 90, which won't be after the expansion there'll be 95.
Right.
Another thing they're doing about the game that is really cool that I forgot to mention when I heard about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, they are reducing the amount of damage, and they're just kind of scaling everything back to the way it used to be.
Right.
So they can go back up to where it is now. Because now things have billions of health, and you're doing hundreds of thousands of damage per second. In Vanilla WoW, you're doing 700 damage per second, and you were fucking a god. If you can break 1,000, you're like top,
Right.
Now, not even 1% echelon. You're like,
right.
There's six of you that can, there's 6 of you that can do this,
right?
And but yeah, now people are doing hundreds of thousands of damage per second. It's just
right.
I'm glad they're going back, and it actually might bring some people in,
right?
Which
absolutely.
Diablo also needs to do that. I was watching the streams of when Friends and Family Beta had opened up and some guys were playing, and fucking the numbers were too much for they were adding Ks. Like,
that's
it's
funny.
Stupid. Like,
that's
just
funny.
scale it back a little bit.
Yeah, I hear you.
We're not going to remember what damage we were doing before.
Right.
Like, as long as we're killing shit.
That's all that matters.
As long as I'm killing shit and doing more than my friend, I'm doing a lot of damage per second. Like,
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. That's ridiculous. So real quick before we finish, what do you think a level cap's going to be on Titanfall?
Ooh.
What do you think your rank cap's going to be?
I think rank cap is going to be at least 60.
Yeah.
They did Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4, right?
Yeah.
What was the level cap for that? 75?
Oh, shit.
80? 80. It was 80. 80 for
80 or 90.
For Modern Warfare 2 it was 80.
Right.
I'm thinking they'll probably stick with that since they
anywhere 60 to 80.
Since they kind of.
It didn't take very long to hit 14.
After I got my stride, it took like 18 to 14 or 8 to 14 was fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe like a couple hours.
Yeah. It didn't take long
hopefully
at all.
they have a prestigious system.
That's what I was. That was gonna be my next question.
I'm assuming they will.
There's gonna be some sort of.
They fucking kind of invented it, so
yeah, but they can't call it prestige. It's got to do. I think if it's too much like Call of Duty, they're gonna get in a little bit of trouble.
I don't know. I mean,
because you don't roll over in Battlefield. I mean, you hit 90 and you're done. But it takes forever to hit 90, and it takes forever to unlock everything for all the guns.
Well, I thought at 90 you started getting the other service medals, like basically like 90.
Oh, maybe. I've never played it that long.
Oh,
but they've got.
Where you got more stars on your thing.
Yeah, they've got. You don't get your last unlock until you hit 90, and it takes forever, and you've got to use all sorts of different shit. We've got a small taste of the drug with the beta. We only get a couple attachment options, and
people did some data mining. I think 14 maps, 15 to 14 maps, what they saw, and then I don't think there'll be that many guns though. I think there's going to be maybe 2 more in the classes, and
we got 5 in the beta, and then the 2 that I saw on the burn cards.
Yeah.
Which one of them was a sniper rifle, so it still puts you in a sniper class, which to me suggests that either that's a really special burn card, or that's going to be a viable option for your loadout.
The burn cards might be completely different in the
they might be, but
game.
the LMG wasn't the light machine gun wasn't overpowered. It had a lot of kick, a lot of recoil. It was hard to shoot straight with it.
So maybe those would be really good for like those burn cards will exist at the beginning. Like it'll help you to use maybe like a higher powered one, but
maybe
you'll be able to use that gun but get some sort of a stabilizer or something to make it better.
Maybe.
Yeah, I just hope that there's something bringing people back.
Yeah, there's
no weapon camos that I saw. I mean, at least in the thing, and they might add them.
Yeah.
Later, but I don't think they will.
I don't know. I don't much care for. In a new franchise, I'm not gonna much care for that. I don't care about camos.
Yeah.
Well,
I just mean something to bring people back. There's got to be something.
There's got to be something to keep you playing it for a year, 2 years before the next one comes out.
Yeah. I mean, and that might just be with them having a. We'll see what they do with DLCs, I guess, if they have them, or,
they're gonna have them. They have to have them.
Well, I know, but they're only one team, and if they did one every 2 years, they're really gonna have to be releasing shit.
They don't have to do one every 2 years. It could be, they could be more on a Battlefield cycle, which would be about 3.
No, I guess what I mean is not every year. It's going to be more than a 1 year cycle, obviously.
Right.
I hope they do 3. 3 would be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's no way they're going to kick Call of Duty off the porch just yet, but
I don't know. If Call of Duty doesn't do something spectacular, I mean,
Sledgehammer's
Titanfall
Sledgehammer gets the new one, so
I know, but I guess when I mean spectacular, I mean by game performance by itself. Like after playing Titanfall, have you gone back and played Call of Duty since you played Titanfall?
I played it on 360 today, so that doesn't give me a good.
Were you trying to fucking wall jump?
I was trying to. I was.
Because if you play it long enough and you go back to play something that doesn't do that.
I was trying to, I was jumping way early trying to hurdle things.
Oh, I bet, yeah. Because you're like, I can double jump if I need to.
Yeah.
I can just see this game being one of those games that presents a certain style of gameplay that will make other games that you used to like suck. Only because the other way is more fun.
Right.
Which, yeah. I think that, I don't know. I think Call of Duty is going to be hurting.
Yeah, they're going to suffer with this one.
A little bit. Come next, was it October? August? November?
Oh, no, I think this is going to hurt. Well, everybody's already bought Ghost. Everybody that's going to buy Ghost has already bought Ghost.
What I mean is I think people are going to...
I don't know.
Because... honestly, I think the only style of game that is not going to be diminished by the more fun style of the running is Halo. Halo 5 will probably be unencumbered by this, but I think Battlefield and Call of Duty, people will go back, and unless they do something game changing that makes something else as fun in a different way that's new, I just don't know why people would care.
Different play styles.
I know it's not the COD killer, but I'm just
no, it's not. It's not the COD killer.
But people like me that are already on the fence on buying another Call of Duty game, like when you tell your wife, "Hey, next year when I can try to convince myself I want this game, will you remind me that I don't?"
That's what I tell my wife about Madden, and I still go buy it anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. She'll punch me in the dick though, so no. All right, I guess that should be it, huh?
Yeah, that should probably be it because we're just rambling. We're gonna take a hiatus for a few weeks.
2 weeks for the new studio, for the move, all like blah 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 blah.
That's gonna be a little bit longer than that. Because the first day the new studio opens is gonna be, well, he moves what, the 6th?
No, he's moving next week.
Next week.
He can move stuff over there earlier,
right?
And they upped the date, I think, a week anyways.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
Well, and then Titanfall comes out the 11th, so I wasn't planning on being back here till the 18th.
Oh, okay. So
we're not going to play. We're not going to come here the day Titanfall releases. We're going to be home playing Titanfall.
Yeah.
So I was figuring the 18th.
I'm starting my new job soon, so I probably won't be able to do that. But I mean, I won't be able to play all day. Well, anyways, we're going to be on hiatus for a little while. At least 2 weeks.
At least 2 to 3 weeks. So when we come back, we will have a whole new studio, and we'll either be really excited for Titanfall or really excited for Titanfall.
Well,
So-
we'll have a better grasp
Yeah,
of
we'll have a better grasp of what's going on.
the
Shortly.
final product.
Yep. So that's it for me. I'm Johnny525.
Samson.
Later.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can.